I always thought about harming myself.
I'm shy. I struggled with making friends.
I never thought I could do anything. I have extremely low self esteem.
Lately, I've been eating my pain away. Just throw it back up. I've been struggling to lose weight. Somebody said I don't fit in just because I wear my hair the way I like it.
1 out of 5 American girls suffer from mental health problems. Don't be that girl. Talk to someone.
Those thoughts I had are long gone, for I have a future I need to get to.
In order to get better, I had to do better. I learned how to make friends.
I believe in myself. That's when everyone else did. I set an example.
Instead of me eating everything, I started watching my calories. The weight is falling off.
I wanted to change my hair, but I decided it was for me. It's for me.
A PSA from the Curvy Girl Project.
Good morning. My name is Alexis Dericio with Detroit Native Sun, Exposures Under the Sun. And today we're interviewing Mr. Greg Hines from Amanda Care. We're glad to have him as our guest today. And I just want to let everyone know the updates that's going on with Motown Women Veterans. Again, we'll be leaving for Lake Michigan to take our female veterans to camp. That'll be June the 5th through the 8th. And also, we're taking our reservations for our annual Myrtle Beach trip. And we hope to see all the female veterans and male veterans, just the whole family, period, come August for Myrtle Beach. And so, again, today we have Mr. Greg Hines. How are you today?
I am wonderful, Alexis. Thank you. I'm honored, and thank you for having me on.
Thank you.
And I just want to real quick say thank you for all the hard work you do for the Motown Women's Veterans Group. Just an amazing organization, and the dedication that you've shown to all veterans, but in particular women's veterans, has been just remarkable. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So tell us, Mr. Hines, how did you get started with Amanda Care and the services and stuff that you provide for
Sure.
our
I would love to. So Amada Senior Care started in 2014. Amada is a Spanish word. It means loved or beloved. And it's just really our philosophy of doing business for those folks that we take care of.
Okay.
We started in 2014 as a franchised home care company. And I think that we were the 24th location across the country. There are two of us. My business partner is Kevin Manuel. We were college friends, college buddies, fraternity buddies, and we just made a decision to dare to do something different.
Exactly.
Right? We came from I came from medical devices. Kevin came from pharmaceutical. And we thought that we could do something bigger than we had done. So we had this crazy notion that we want to go into business. And we wanted a business that would serve the community, and in particular seniors. So August 2014, we opened our doors and have not looked back since.
Good. That's an excellent choice.
Thank you.
And so, basically, when you do the home health care, I mean, is it for anyone, or is it just catered to veterans, or?
Yeah, that's a good question, because a lot of people don't really understand home care and how it works. But we provide services to anyone.
Okay.
Our business model, though, is set up where we provide, we especially serve the veteran communities. I think that now we have on service probably more veterans than we have anybody else. But we provide care to anybody. We've provided care to folks in their 20s. To right now, we have on service a lady who's 101 years old, who's not a veteran, but just someone who needs care. So the scope of our care goes across the board in terms of those people that we provide care to.
Oh, good. And so, so then I have to stay a little focused, if you don't mind, on the veterans community, because
Sure.
you know that's what Motown Women Veterans is all about, is helping to serve our veterans. And so, so let's just say the scenario myself, well, not myself, but someone a little bit older. How would the veteran be able to get the services that you provide? What would be the first step that a veteran would do to come and get your service?
That's a critically important question, and thank you for asking that, Alexis, because most veterans don't understand that they have benefits that allow them to get free home care. There are two programs in particular. One is called the Community Care Network Program, which is a program that offers free home care services up to a certain amount of hours per week to just about any veterans. There are a couple qualifiers that the veteran has to meet, but the process starts by either the veteran calling a number, and I can, if anyone wants that number, they can call our office, and I'll give you the number at the end of the show.
Okay, thank you.
And we can provide them all that information, or they can go down to the VA, meet with the VA physician, a VA social worker, and suggest that because of their physical condition or cognitive impairment, that there may be a need for some assistance through home care services. Now, if they did that, of course, we would want them to ask to use our firm, Amada Senior Care, but it's as simple as that. They can call the VA and say, I need some help in the house, or they can go down to the VA and ask for assistance through a home care service.
So have you ever ran into a case where a veteran, they go to the VA, they talk to their physician, and then the physician denies them the service because they feel like they don't need that particular care? Then what would a veteran do?
Well, that's happened before, but that's so rare. The VA has gotten to be has done a super job in terms of providing the veterans, at least on the home care side, that benefit. So it happens sometimes, but there's some veterans who just don't qualify. It may be because for economic reasons they don't qualify. But if that happens, there's also a second program that veterans are entitled to use to get home care services and other services as well. It's called aid and attendance.
Oh, okay.
It's a pension benefit reimbursement program where they will pay you out let's say if it's a single veteran, it could be up to $2,000 a month for medically related expenses. They reimburse you. One could be home care. Another could be assisted living facility. It could be reimbursement of your deductible for Medicare. It could be a lot of other things that are medically related. So there are alternatives. Again, community care program, free home care services, or aid and attendance, which is another program the VA offers that allows you to pay for home care services as well.
Oh, well, good. So it's nice to know that there are other options if they can't get the through one door, that you're offering several other doors that a veteran
and let me just say this too. We love serving veterans, but bigger than that, we love helping veterans. So even if we cannot provide home care service, we encourage veterans to call us and let us walk them through the process. We have an algorithm that helps to uncover benefits outside of home care that we can walk the veterans through to let them know other benefits that could be available. So even if we can't provide home care services, still call us. And I'll give you the number so that we don't forget. The number of Amada Senior Care is 248-237-6377. Again, that's 248-237-6377. If you have questions about, if your veteran community has questions about benefits, give us a call. There's a possibility that we may be able to, if not answer the questions, get you to good folks like yourself or people who can help with any of those processes.
Oh, for sure. And so, so let's talk about the home health care. The service people, are they trained through your facility before they're going out to a veteran's home, or how does that work?
That's absolutely important. So we don't have a facility. We run our caregivers go from their homes usually, or from a client's home to another client's home. So it's all field service. Our caregivers work in the homes of our clients. It could be in their personal homes, or if they live in an assisted living community, it could be there as well. So our caregivers are in fact trained. Most of our caregivers are certified nurse assistants, CNAs, which means that there is in the state of Michigan, to be a CNA, you have to go through a course and you have to be licensed. So many of our caregivers are CNAs. We have some who are home health aides, which is another certification, excuse me, in the state of Michigan. That's another course of training. And we have some caregivers who don't have any of the certifications, but they've been caregivers for 30, 40. We've got a 70-something-year-old caregiver who I believe can run circles around everybody else I have in my company who has certifications, because she's been doing it so long and has the heart for doing it. But for the most part, most of our caregivers have levels of training. We don't send anybody who does not have experience to any of our clients' homes. Think about it. If it were my mother, you would have to know what you're doing to come in and take care of mama or big mama, right?
Exactly.
And so we use that philosophy for our caregivers and our clients as well.
Okay, so then, Greg, tell me this. Have you ever ran into a scenario where, okay, so you have a veteran at home, and maybe their niece or whoever will want to be the caregiver for this veteran, but she doesn't have the certification, and she would like to get the training. Do you offer services or recommend schools or training that maybe the spouse or a loved one can go to be able to properly take care of the veteran?
Oh, it's good. That's important too, because what we see is that there are about 32 million family caregivers, right? And the challenge of being a family caregiver is that oftentimes you don't have the proper training.
Exactly.
If you were to talk to family caregivers, about 70% of them would tell you that they suffer to some degree depression. About 20% have some kind of physical ailment, and most of that is because they've never been properly trained, physically or mentally. It's being a family caregiver is a task. It's the hardest job in the world. So we have clients who use family members. We offer them for us to come in. We have what's called a field clinical supervisor. She does an incredible job. She can go in and train them on some basics of caregiving. We offer that up for families all the time. The VA has two incredible programs where they will train family caregivers. They will pay for training for family caregivers. And again, that's one of the things that a lot of families and a lot of veterans' families don't know, that there's services out there through the VA that offer training for family and support for family caregivers. But I think the bigger point is that, yeah, we do offer trainings, physical trainings. We have video. We can offer them classes through videos, or they get certifications in certain areas. So we do support family caregivers in that sense, and that's important.
Oh, it definitely is. I mean, 100%. So that they've been doing a lot of study, and they're offering a lot of programs for caregivers throughout the VA, and it's mainly geared to give that caregiver a break.
That's important.
From taking care of their loved ones or what have you, because they're finding out that the caregivers are basically kind of getting burnt out.
That's right.
You know, you love this person, but by the same token, you know, you need your time for shopping and going to the movies or what have you.
Take time for yourself.
Yes,
that's important.
and so they're offering a lot of classes or just events for caregivers to come out and enjoy themselves.
That's right.
So the caregivers under your staff, do you offer like de-stressing classes or events or something for your caregivers?
We not necessarily de-stressing classes, but we do things to encourage and to engage our caregivers. We have giveaways. We support them for holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas. We have parties. We have a caregiver of the month every month where we invite that particular caregiver to come into the office and we celebrate them. We have a culture at the office where we make it very clear that we need them more than they need us. So my staff is instructed to as soon as my caregiver comes in the door, our front door of our office, of our new office building,
Yes.
we celebrate them. And so we try to do small things like that, knowing that their job is a very difficult job. Now, I think that question is very interesting. Are there places or classes that they can take to de-stress? I don't know. But I'm curious, and I think I'll look into that, because I think that's important, because caregivers do get depressed, they get stressed, they get burnt out, and they still go because they love doing what they do. It's a job that has to be from the heart. And I think you're right. There's not enough support all the time, but we do things to support ours.
Oh, definitely. Without a doubt, it's just that, like I said, it's just these recent reports that I've been reading about, that the caregiver needs a caregiver.
That's right. That's right.
In order to keep their job going, and so when a veteran comes to you, Greg, and again they're looking for this service.
Mm-hmm.
So for as long as you've been doing this, have more caregivers been sent out for our female veterans opposed to our male veterans?
Now tell me what you mean. When you
Well,
say have more
because
than...
there are more male veterans
Okay.
naturally,
Yeah.
by law.
Yeah.
But a lot of female veterans are not even aware
Sure.
of your services, and so
got you.
this is where I'm glad that you and I, Amanda Care, has had the opportunity to partner together, because again, by me being a female veteran, and when I first met Greg, I kept telling him that it won't be long before I'll be needing his service myself. But again, I'm just trying to get the word out more to our female
Yeah.
veterans community. And on that question, would they be assigned a female caregiver?
Well, so our mix is probably, of the veterans that we probably serve 70% male maybe even higher, 75% male veterans, 25% female veterans. We ask our clients, what is your preference? That's important.
Yes.
Because if I don't want you as a caregiver in my house, you're not coming in my house, right? And so what we hear most time from our female veterans is that they don't want a male. And so we accommodate that. And a lot of times we hear from our male veterans that we don't want a female, but we want a male aide to come in and help us. And we accommodate that as best as we can. The reality for the care industry is that about 90% of the care workers are female in home care.
Yes.
Care. Now in the hospitals, it could be slightly different, but in home care, most of the care workers are female. So we can easily accommodate a female veteran saying I want a female. Sometimes it's harder to accommodate a male veteran if he says I only want a male, but we tend to do it.
Okay. And so, like, what are the is there like a limit of service? Do you start like, say if someone just needed a companion because of PTSD and depression, will you have someone come in to do house cleaning, cooking? I mean, so what are the limits of a caregiver? And I'm sure it's case by case.
So it's really interesting with the VA benefits. The VA has criteria around when a veteran can receive the home care services. The veteran, according to the VA's guideline, a veteran has to have a need for assistance with what the industry calls activities of daily living.
Oh, okay.
And that's bathing, dressing, moving around, feeding, and things that actually help the veteran physically. If a veteran says that I only need help with housekeeping or companionship, the veteran will not be enrolled in that program. The other part of that answer is that if a veteran is paying out of pocket, we do everything from transport to housekeeping to laundry service to all the activities of daily living. But if it's through the VA's benefit program, the veteran has to have dressing, bathing, and some of those things. But when we're doing that, then we can do the other part, the companion care, and the transportation, and the housekeeping. But there has to be some level of need for activities of daily living through the Veterans Program.
Oh, okay. So you really answered my next question because I was getting ready to ask you, does a veteran have to go through the VA?
No, no.
Okay,
So
good,
that
good.
that's considered private pay. And again, we have a mix of clients who don't use community resources. The VA program is a community resource. Medicaid waiver program is a community resource. Area Agency on Aging is a community resource. But we also have patients who pay out of pocket or who pay some other way. So you don't have to be, as a veteran, a member of, you don't have to use the veteran's benefit to pay for our service. If you want to pay out of pocket, you can pay out of pocket as well.
Oh, sounds like I need to get a second job to start getting my payment to the side. But so, Mr. Hines, we really want to thank you for being on the show. You've answered so many questions, even for myself. I thought I, pretty much had everything round up, but you've. This should be able to help a lot of veterans out there that you don't necessarily have to wait for the VA to get this caregiver services that you need. And as Greg explained, there is another option if you need to pay out of pocket. I'm sure there's other programs to help you with that as well. But we want to just make sure that veterans are aware of other resources. And for some of you that's at home taking care of your loved veterans, please look into Amanda Care, because you need that break. And it's already upsetting that your family member is going through these health issues, but they're offering you all kind of programs to help alleviate that and take care better care of yourself as well. And so if you could just give everyone your number. Sure. And how they can get in contact with you.
Yeah, please. Please call us. Again, even if we cannot provide services to you, we'd love to offer consultation, especially if you are a veteran. Even if you're not a veteran, we work with those folks who have long-term care insurance policies. We're really good with that, and we can help find other funding for you. The number of AMADA, it's spelled AMADA, AMADA Senior Care, is 248-237-6377. Again, that's 248-237-6377. Our website is, we're actually in Southfield, but our website is AMADAFarmingtonHills.com. AMADAFarmingtonHills.com.
Well, thank you so much. And hopefully within the next week or so, Amada Care will be connected with Motown Women Veterans Facebook. So if you need any other questions or you need to follow up, you'll be able to click on Amada's link, and it'll take you straight to their website so that you can get further questions answered and the services that you need for your family. And it's really, really been an honor to have you on the show.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Well, we hope to see you back one day still. So,
I look forward to it.
I'm sure that you'll be expanding more services that our veterans and non-veterans can utilize.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you. And again, thank you for joining in on the show. Again, I'm Alexis Dericio with Motown Women Veterans, sitting as a co-host for Detroit Native Sun newspaper, Expo Under the Sun. Thank you so much for attending.
I always thought about harming myself.
I'm shy. I struggled with making friends.
I never thought I could do anything. I have extremely low self-esteem.
Lately, I've been eating my pain away. Just throw it back up. I've been struggling to lose weight. Somebody said I don't fit in just because I wear my hair the way I like it.
1 out of 5 American girls suffer from mental health problems. Don't be that girl. Talk to someone.
Those thoughts I had are long gone, for I have a future I need to get to.
In order to get better, I had to do better.
I am talented, accommodative, heartful, judicious, accessible, nascent, abundant, youthful, enthusiastic. I am Tajane.
After the project has taught me about positive affirmations and how to apply it to my everyday life, I started to believe in myself again. Plus, I'm really enjoying these Saturday classes.
Here at the Full and Fabulous Curvy Girl Project, we don't just focus on health, beauty, and self-esteem. We also offer an amazing summer program for young ladies ages 12 to 18. For more information, visit our website at fullandfabulous.org. See you soon. Here at the Full and Fabulous Curvy Girl Project, we don't just focus on health, beauty, and self-esteem. We also offer an amazing summer program for young ladies ages 12 to 18. For more information, visit our website at fullandfabulous.org. See you soon.